Alright y'all, welcome back. It's Albert LaBelle and it's time for another product review, but this one from Elemake high security locks. I did another Elemake product just a little while back. I'll leave a link for that video at the end of this video. But this one here, this is the Elemake, let's see, I wrote it down. This is the model number FKDL-309H. Okay, now they have several smart locks on their website. Now this one here is the what do they call it? There's 4 ways to open this lock. Okay, 4-way basically. They have other ones that use like Wi-Fi, which would be a 5-way. But yeah, this one's the 4-way. This one does not have the Wi-Fi dongle, whatever you want to call it. So you can't use the Wi-Fi, but it does use. So on their website, they've got this right here. So what I did, I just highlighted a couple things I wanted to point out. So yeah, advanced 4-in-1 keyless entry smart door lock. So you can use your fingerprint, okay? You can use a password. It's actually a pass number. You can use the app, which I'm going to show you. Or you can use a key, believe it or not. There's a key hole at the end of the handle, and it uses a pretty decent, it uses a slider lock. So you know, I gotta like that. Plus you gotta imagine, if this thing is on the door, right, so you're gonna have a full door over here, if you tried picking this or something, it's gonna be pretty awkward, you know, to say the least. We're not gonna get into that picking part on this. We're just gonna show you how the lock works. But yeah, I thought it was cool that it has a slider lock in the end of the handle. So you can see right now the door, this doesn't work because it's locked. Okay, you can see the latch over here. All right, so if we turn the key, put the key in, this is the only, it's mechanical. If I can get the key in. Hello. Put the key in out. There we go. All right, so you turn the key. Okay, click. Now that works. Okay, so it's just a mechanical like drive to make it work. You see that? So we turn it back, bada boom, bada bing, and that's that. So you can always rely on that. If you forget, you're going to get a low battery warning, but if you forget all that, you can always fall back to a key. So you probably want to keep one of these on you. Keep it on somebody. All right, just in case. But okay, so what I did is I first installed this on here so I can check it out and go over it. Then I put it on a door that I use every day, and I tried it out for 5 days. So keep in mind that my pros and cons on this, my opinions, if you will, I only used it for 5 days. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so some of the things I highlighted from what they have on their website. Again, it's got also USB backup. Okay, which is over, there it is, right here. So you can get one of those micro USB cables and one of them battery supplies deals. And so again, if you forget to change your batteries out and your thing dies, you can always plug a micro USB in here and it will temporarily give it power, so you can open it that way also. So I like the way they thought of all this stuff. I like the fact it's got a mechanical key for backup always. Then it's got that, which is pretty cool, the micro USB port, which I think it's cool. Okay, so it's got that, and then it's got low battery alarm. I guess that will come up on the app itself. We're going to get into that. Let's see, replaces standard single cylinder US door lock. Yeah, so as you can see, this is going to replace like a single key and knob, okay? So if you only got one deal, I mean, well, you can have a deadbolt too, I guess. You don't have to have just one hole, but this is going to replace your standard key and knob doorknob. See the 2 screws right here? Very basic. These are very, very popular here in the US at least. I imagine other places too, but yeah, very standard. It's going to replace that. Very, very similar to the standard ones. Okay, what else did I highlight? Supports iOS and Android, so the app is good on both. You can also set and share a temporary e-key with a friend or a visitor or a housekeeper. So you can give them a temporary code that'll get them in. And the app records everyone that comes and goes. It records it on the app so you can see who's coming and going. And last but not least, what I highlighted was it's made of a corrosion resistant zinc alloy. So it is zinc. Alright, but I do like the way, I mean, it's pretty handsome. I gotta tell you, when I put it on the door, it actually made the door look better. Because it's handsome, as you can see. It's a handsome looking lock. Now this, on the back side, this black button, this is on the inside of the door, okay? Now, this doesn't work right now because it's locked. You can push this button on the inside. You hear that? Now, the door is always unlocked, okay? It's going to be unlocked all day, all night, until you press that button again. Alright, now it goes back into standard mode. See that? Pretty cool. I think that's another cool feature. It's just really cool. I like it. I like it. By the way, this one runs, I believe it's $99 on the website, and I did compare it to others in 2 of my local home improvement stores, and it's right in there with the features that it has, and it does look pretty good. I think it looked better than a couple that they had, so I think it's cool in its price range. So about $100. So yeah, I think it compares quite well. All right, so now I'm going to show you a little bit more how it works, and then we'll get into the pros and cons that I wrote down, okay? So, first of all, how does it work? Okay, so I already showed you, you can use the key manually. You can also use the fingerprint, all right? See, it's locked. I got it set up. Hopefully it's going to work. There we go. Set up for my thumbprint, okay? You can also use a numeric code. Now, let's see if you guys can figure out what my numeric code is. It's highly secret, okay? So no peeking. Ready? Okay, so it's locked again. So we're going to go... Whoops, you're supposed to touch it with the back of your hand to activate it first. Then we'll go... There we go. Anybody figure out what that code was I put in? Put it in the comments. We'll see who wins. We'll see who gets it right. Alright, so you see, you got your key, you got your thumbprint, you got your numerical code, and now I'll show you what we're going to want to do when you first get it. Now, I got to point this out. The instructions. It does have paper instructions, but it's really, there's a whole lot. Now, I did follow it, so you can use that. What I found, for me, was just getting the app. Whoops. There we go. It didn't see me. Just getting the app. Now, the app is the Tuya Smart App. T-U-Y-A Smart App. Okay? It's right here. Boom. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now it's got Wi-Fi. Alright? Or, I'm sorry, Bluetooth. So, tap and hold, it says right here. There we go. Now I can get in the door using the app. So, very, very cool. And I guess it records all that every time someone comes in the door. It's going to record it. But yeah, what I found, again, was if you're used to reading stuff like this and hooking things up, hey, more power to you. What I found is I didn't need this whatsoever. Once I downloaded the app's going to walk you through how to set up everything on here. And it was just a breeze. So for me, using the app to set it up is much easier. But that's gonna vary from person to person. But yeah, I think it's just really, really neat. So yeah, that's how you use the phone part of it, the Bluetooth. Now, I wrote down a couple of pros and cons. Let's go over the pros first. Easy setup using I just mentioned that, using the Tuya Smart App. Super easy installation, requires a Phillips screwdriver and the little screwdriver that fits right in there. That's going to come in the box. There's the rest of the hardware, by the way. And there's the little teeny screwdriver. You unscrew this, the panel comes off, and there you got batteries inside there. Okay, it's 4 AAA batteries, so they should last quite a while. unless you use the door a whole lot. Alright, now look, if you lose that little guy, it's just a small Phillips. Okay, I'm sure you can find another one. Alright, so next, on the pros. App was easy to follow after registering. Super easy. Sleek design, looks great in my opinion. I really like it. Like I said, when I installed it, it actually made the door look nicer. Micro USB jack, I mentioned that for battery backup right there. Also has a slider type mechanical lock. I already mentioned that. I already mentioned the price is compatible with others that I looked at my home improvement store, and can be set to always open like I did with that button on the inside. Now the cons, I've already mentioned a couple of these. The paper instructions were a bit confusing. I found it much easier just to get the app and follow the app for setting it up. But again, that's just me. 2. The keypad. Aha. Keypad can be tricky since the numbers are sideways and close together. Did you guys notice that? Even the name Elemake is sideways right here. It almost looks like it should be installed that way, but you can't install it that way. So the numbers are going obviously sideways. So for me, I punched in the code wrong a couple of times, but I think that just takes some getting used to. Alright? So maybe not necessarily a con for everybody. The micro USB cord and power bank, they are sold separately. So if you don't have that, you know, chances are you're going to have to buy one. Or just keep in mind when it gives you the low battery warning on the app, don't ignore it. Change the batteries. Alright? And that was it. So yeah, you know, I got to tell you, for about the $100 price range, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I like the fact that it uses a slider lock as opposed to a cheap, say a quick set, for instance, you know, a straight shot to it. That's going to be a lot more tricky if someone tried to pick it or jimmy it open. Alright, again, it was super easy to set up once I got the app installed. So yeah, I like it. I got to give it 2 thumbs up, y'all. I really do. Because again, I went to 2 of my local home improvement stores and looked at what they had there, and I checked out a couple online in the same price range, and they're all about right there. So I like it. Again, so this is the which one is this? The Elemake KFDL-309H, and I'll leave a link for this down in the description section of this video. And believe it or not, there's going to be a coupon code down there too that you can use. Alright, so I'll leave all that again down in the description section of this video. So check it out. Alright, read the description, folks. Alright, so that's it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I highly appreciate it. Remember, if you're not subscribed yet, you need to do so because all the cool people are doing it and you don't want to be left out. Thank you.